Ladies and gentlemen, I am prepared to concede one thing and one thing only to the proponents of this motion. I have no doubt that if we were divorced from the European Union, there would be a momentary feeling of liberation, because exemption from any system of rules and regulations, you first have a feeling of freedom. But the question is, how long would that last? Because the basis for feeling happy is the assumption, which I believe to be a wholly false one, that leaving the European Union, we would continue to have all the benefits and we wouldn't have any of the disadvantages. And that, frankly, is arrant nonsense. Is it really conceivable that we would be allowed to continue to trade freely, to have the benefits of freedom of movement of goods, services, and people, and we would just be able to carry on the same as no longer members of the European Union? Why on earth should our partners agree to that happening? Why should they let us have our cake and eat it? And this is not just a theory, this is an obvious statement of political reality, whereas some of the statements that have come from the other side are not true. It is not true that the European leaders removed governments that they didn't like. It was the peoples of the countries concerned who removed those governments who failed them. It is not true that the problems of Cyprus today are caused by anything to do with the European Union. The European Union has tried to assist. And let me also tell you that sometimes the picture is presented of us constantly being overruled by our partners, being outvoted. But when I was responsible for financial services in Europe, and for the development of the common market with its rules in relation to banking, insurance, and securities, we were never overruled, not once. And I have to tell you, my German counterpart, he was outvoted. So long as we are able to persuade our partners, and we are able to persuade them, that it is in our interests and in theirs to follow a liberal, open policy, we are infinitely stronger doing so as part of the European Union than doing so as an individual country on our own. And that is the key point that we have to make. We are not constantly being overruled. We are often and again winning the argument and getting Europe to pursue policies on our behalf, which we could not have the strength to pursue effectively on our own. That's the economic case for European Union. And I don't accept at all for a single moment the talk that is made of 27 commissioners making laws. That's not how the European Union works. It's a limit howler to say that. The Commission has the right to put forward rules, but they never become law unless the member states, by overwhelming majority, and in some cases by unanimity, actually support them. So what I would say to you is that if we left the European Union, we would be economically weaker, we would be politically weaker, we would be more isolated, we would be less influential. So how long after the divorce would we continue to be happier? About 3 months, in my estimate.